15% up today, 30% up on the week. Insiders buying en masse. Two massive milestones just ahead in coming days. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking EVTLs. I had some technical issues, I couldn't start the stream, thank you for standing by. I have some massive news for Vertical Aerospace and we might be at the very beginning of the rally. Let me just offer you this. 15% up today, more than double the average volume today as well. Vertical Aerospace, I cannot give you any more bullish news than this. Let's have a look at this. Vertical Aerospace insiders increased their shareholding in EVTL, is the ticker symbol, by 50% in November. We have dedicated hours and hours. We have dedicated hundreds and hundreds of hours to Vertical Aerospace, to the ticker symbol EVTL. Those who follow us on the journey, along the way, those who were with me most of the time and who listened, congratulations. Congratulations, and sit down and enjoy. Those who still want to make money, those who still want to have great investment opportunity, I don't think it's too late, because I think we are at the beginning of a very solid rally. This is the price as of the closing bell. $5.71. We are 30% up on the week. Over 15% rally today. Will this continue? Well, more than likely, because let's have a look at the news. Vertical Aerospace insiders increased their shareholding in EVTL by 50% in November. And I cannot give you any more bullish news than insiders buying. And we are literally days away from two biggest milestones in the history of the company, which I will be talking about very, very shortly. So stand by, listen, and learn how you can make money. This is not a financial advice, but we are bringing you, we are bringing you a lot of very close and very, how to say that, we are bringing you a lot of exclusive news from Vertical as well. So, majority shareholder Madrid Capital also acquires 350,000 additional shares. That is telling me the majority shareholder is very confident, and I will explain why this has been happening. Share purchases underscore leadership's strong confidence in long-term value creation. Near-term milestones include completion of Phase 4 transition flight and unveiling of its new full-size aircraft that will take through to certification. I just quickly read the first paragraph. Vertical Aerospace today announced that 16 members of its board of directors and senior leadership team completed open market purchases of the company's ordinary shares over a 2-week open trading window period in November. So the directors are very, very bullish, and I will explain why. Vertical Aerospace, let's quickly have a look. Those who are new to this, let's quickly have a look. What is Vertical Aerospace? Well, Vertical Aerospace, some people call them flying taxis, and we just talked about fuel economy live on the previous show. Why we are talking about fuel economy again? Because this aircraft is fully electric. This aircraft is a hybrid between a helicopter and a conventional fixed-wing aircraft or aeroplane. This is fully electric aircraft, and these aircraft are called air taxis. I don't like it, but people go with it. And this aircraft was designed primarily to battle traffic congestions. Think of densely populated areas. Los Angeles, New York, London, Berlin, Asian cities, you name it. You can be stuck in traffic for hours, and as much money as you can pay. Until you take a helicopter, you cannot move from point A to point B in 2 dimensions. These aircraft are designed to take you to places across the city in 3 dimensions. So rather than being 1.5 to 2 hours stuck in the traffic, you can reduce your travel time to mere 10-15 minutes. So this is what we are talking about. Vertical Aerospace is not the market-leading company and is being below the radar. They have 2 massive milestones coming in the coming days, and we will be covering both of them. Vertical Aerospace is a British startup. Also, they have massive advantage to the American companies in terms of operational costs. But let's not get ahead. Let's not get too ahead. I will just tell you quickly about the company. So their financial and market position. These are my show notes. Yes, I use ChatGPT, but as you can see, I have all typed it in. I just use the ChatGPT as my assistant, as my PA. So just to explain the position of Vertical Aerospace. From their earnings call, which was 3 weeks ago, we learned that they have a runway into summer 2026. Yes, it's a startup, and yes, this is their biggest pinch point at this moment. This could be the biggest obstacle. Is this going to be a bottleneck? I don't think so. I will explain shortly why. So we have a runway for another 2 or 3 quarters. Insiders increase their stake by 50%. We've already been through this. Stock is developing strong upward momentum. And if I show you the chart, if I show you the actual chart, look, it's completely off the chart. I have to zoom in so I can show you today's 15% rally. And we had a dip today as well. So there's more than 15%. But if I zoom out to the 3 months chart, we've been through these very bad times. We touched under $4. And those who invested, congratulations, because this can continue. And I can see once we break through $6.50, we are off to completely new levels. Next support would be between next resistance would be between $7 and $7.50. But if we break through it, and I will tell you shortly what news we are going to achieve, we are in a very good position. But as you can see on the chart, I've got marked few trends. I've got trends, very well pronounced. I've got marked few trends in here. All of these trends are now completely irrelevant because look at this. You can't even mark a trend. Look at the rally today. That's completely breaking all trends. And that's why I'm saying we might be few days away from a massive rally. Well, let's get back to the fundamentals. I see I'm having great audience. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. I believe we have loads of Vertical Aerospace investors. If you are new to this sector, consider subscription as well, because I'm bringing you EVTL content, these flying taxis, pretty much daily, and we have great relationship with all of these companies. Vertical Aerospace have been on our show multiple times. We have spent hours, as I said, we spent hundreds of hours dedicated content exclusively to Vertical Aerospace. We had multiple interviews with Vertical Aerospace. We had them on the show. We brought you Capital Markets Day, which I'll be talking about shortly. The exclusive Investors Insight, the conference for investors, which was not broadcasted or covered by anyone else, only on our channel. And you still have chance, you still can come back and learn about the company because you can replay it because it's on our channel. That's enough of me blowing my own trumpet for now. Because I've got more news coming from Vertical Aerospace, so stand by. So the stock is developing strong upward momentum, more than double the average volume. And if this continues, we might break through the $7 mark tomorrow easily. We don't know what the markets are going to bring. I'm not telling you buy. I have already invested and I'm not buying any more shares now. I am waiting. Although I've been taking some profits, I am waiting. Thank you, Dennis. I will come back to your question in a minute. Once we finish talking about Vertical Aerospace.
At High Energy Investments donated $5 to a super chat.
I'm not buying now. I've taken some profits. I'm waiting. I'm currently waiting because we can have a bad day tomorrow. We can have what is it called? The report, what's that report called on Friday? That could be negative and that could be overreaction and retraction. So I'm not buying now. I'm waiting. And I'm waiting till Wednesday. I will tell you very shortly why. So that's the momentum. Vertical Aerospace, because they are based in the UK, they have much lower cash burn than their peers. And what if I explain to you quickly What if I quickly explain to you, where's my tab? Where is my tab? Let me just quickly, there we go. This is comparison to the two market leading companies. Well, we know it's Joby and it's Archer Aviation, but they are marked as Company A and Company B. In here, you can see their market capitalization comparison as of 3 or 4 weeks ago. We can also see their expenditure costs. We can see that their spending costs up to date, and you can see the massive difference. What is Vertical Aerospace achieving compared to the peers? We will go through it shortly, but you can see certain metrics that Vertical Aerospace are excelling at compared to the market leading companies. One of which is the operational cost. So Vertical Aerospace need much less cash to achieve their goals and their targets compared to the market leaders. Flight testing and aircraft progress. CAA, that's the Civil Aviation Authority, that's the equivalent of the FAA. They go waiver on the 13th of November, and it triggered the same day Vertical Aerospace set off to the phase 4 of piloted flights. As you can see on Vertical Aerospace's social media, they are stacking in multiple flights every week now. And as you can see, the aircraft is coming through certain phases of the flight testing. And what are we talking about? Well, currently the aircraft is coming through the last phase. This is the most complex phase. This is the most complex phase. It's called the transition. It's called the transition. Let me just mute this. It's called the transition. It's when the aircraft takes off as a helicopter, transitions into horizontal flight, and moves as a fixed wing aircraft. And for landing, it does the same and lands as a helicopter. So this is the most complex maneuver in terms of coordination, in terms of metrics, numbers, whatever, you name it. Coordinate everything is the most complex and I would say the most critical part of the flight as well. Vertical Aerospace are on the track to finish this, and that will be achieved in next weeks. And they are still on the track to finish and complete the transition phase by the end of the year. So far, only one EVTL company has achieved this. It's Joby Aviation. Archer Aviation, another metric to compare Vertical Aerospace with the market leading companies. Archer Aviation, which have market cap about almost 20 times higher, have not achieved fully piloted transition flight yet. And we can see Vertical Aerospace have this last phase split in multiple profiles. Each profile consists of multiple flights, and we are currently in profile 3. I'm not going to bore you with the fundamentals and with the details, but you can see we are midway through the final test phase. Once Vertical Aerospace complete their full transition, pilot it, and they prove that their concept works, it will be massive catalyst for the stock, massive catalyst for the company. Again, this is not financial advice, but the fundamentals are there. What else we've got? So, Vertical Aerospace now in a tight flight sequence to complete fully transitional piloted tests. That's what literally we have been talking about. Multiple flights per week. And actually, what if I offer you a nice video from the ground from my friend Colin Norwood from YDM Aviation? I will talk over it. This video is 2 days old. You have clear evidence that Vertical Aerospace have been going through this test phase. VX4, that's the name of the aircraft. Vertical performance exceeding its expectations. And I will come back to this very shortly. This aircraft is believed to be beating market in many metrics. So forget Archer's Midnight, forget Joby's S4. Vertical Aerospace can excel and beat in multiple metrics. And also, Vertical Aerospace were first EVTOL company and first EVTOL aircraft who clocked in who achieved airport-to-airport EVTOL flight. First in the world. First in the world. Right. Aircraft pipeline. Aircraft 3 is awaiting CAA airworthiness. What you can see here is the fully piloted prototype, Aircraft 2. That's not it. There's another piloted aircraft coming in next weeks. Once this aircraft is out, there's no doubt Vertical Aerospace will be clocking in multiple flights a day, probably back to back. They have multiple pilots, so it's not a problem. But this aircraft will be flying back to back, piloted flights. Aircraft 3, which will be coming in the next few weeks, will be reconfigured for hybrid powertrain. And why I'm saying this? The hybrid powertrain will be diesel turbine generating electricity, because this aircraft is electric, is battery powered. Battery has got limited range. This aircraft currently has a range designed to be about 100, maybe 150 miles on a good day. Once you put the diesel turbine in there, it generates electricity and it powers these electric motors directly. And your only limit is the weight you can take on, the weight of the fuel. The weight of the fuel obviously will be dictated by the capability of the aircraft. However, I already told you that Vertical Aerospace's VX4 is performing much better than expected and designed. So this very aircraft is performing much better in the vertical phase as well. Sorry, wrong tab. So in the vertical phase as well. So we can take on board much more fuel. This is giving us market-beating design range of 1,000 miles. So we are tenfolding the electric aircraft capacity with the hybrid power unit. And this hybrid powertrain will be fitted, and the flights are expected as early as first quarter 2026. And this will be the solution to the financial hurdle. Once Vertical Aerospace can prove they can fly full transition, once Vertical Aerospace prove they have working hybrid powertrain that can clock in those miles, they are opening completely new market. Vertical Aerospace are also targeting defense sector. Again, think of it. You have hybrid aircraft that can fly up to 1,000 miles, that can switch into very quiet electric power unit. These aircraft are very quiet. I will tell you shortly. I've got one of the directors actually telling me when I met them in the Royal International Air Tattoo. I will tell you shortly how quiet this aircraft is, and this could be a big potential in the defense sector, not only in the civil sector, but in the defense sector as well. So Vertical Aerospace aircraft, the certification aircraft, the final version of the aircraft is unveiled next week, next Wednesday in London. And don't go anywhere. I will tell you the biggest news for me, for you as an EVTOL investor, and for our channel and the EVTOL and the Advanced Air Mobility branch. So the VX4 presents as best in class. I already told you, they have larger airframe than Joby and Archer's Midnight as well. And I've got this directly from Michael Chervenka. He's the chief, I never get his title right, Chief Technical and Commercial Officer. And he tells you about this aircraft. Now listen.
We've got a slightly bigger platform. So one of the differences of this aircraft is, firstly, we'll start with a single pilot up front. For the CERT aircraft, we'll have the equivalent of a London taxi cab. So start very premium, kind of 4 passengers, 2 forward-facing, 2 rear-facing. But then the ability to grow to 6 passengers, so we've got the width to do that. And then an amazing luggage space at the back, so we can carry, I think something like 6 or 7 check-in bags, 4 carry-on bags. So that's quite unusual. We're really the only aircraft that's got this tilt rotor configuration with all of the performance and maneuverability and safety that brings, combined with a bigger platform. So I think that's what really sort of sets us apart, is that sort of size and capability. And then the other difference is we're going for the European safety standards. So
we will get to this very shortly. But this aircraft, all eVTOLs currently as on market, or majority, are designed as a 4-seater aircraft. 4 passengers, sorry, 5-seater, 4 passengers plus 1 pilot. Vertical Aerospace are bringing on the market a 6-seater, sorry, 6 passengers plus a pilot plus an observer. So it's actually an 8-seater plus all the carry-on and on-board luggage. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. And this is the result of Vertical Aerospace performing much better in the vertical phase. So currently we have a massive juggernaut that can take on board, or from point A to point B, 8 people and their luggage. Massive. This is why the hybrid powertrain is promising 1,000-mile range. Market-beating 1,000-mile range. Because they can take on board bigger unit, they can take on board more fuel as well. We will get back to Michael very shortly. As I already said, the aircraft is hybrid ready, and this will be the most attractive thing for the institutional partners. And as I already said, first to offer carry-on and on-board luggage capacity. Certification and regulatory path. Don't go anywhere. I see you are staying with me. Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget to hit the like button. I tell you what, Martyn Lucas approves this as well. As you can see in there, Martyn Lucas is approving. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's very important for this content, because the more people we can address, the more investors we can gather together, and the better we can get better feel for the stock and for the company. And the more people know about this concept, the more people are interested in the flying taxis, the more the public is prone to accept this concept. We know that that electric vehicles, electric cars, took almost a decade to be globally recognized and accepted as a proper car. These, well, the more people know about these, the more people know how safe they are, which you can see on the screen. I will talk about it very shortly. The more people know about them, the sooner we can fly one. And us as investors, the sooner we can benefit from the people's interest. So Vertical Aerospace have massive advantage. And I tell you why. Because they are targeting the CAA, this is the Civil Aviation Authority, and European Aerospace, this is the European equivalent, European Union equivalent. SC-VTOL is a special regulation set, which is there, already there. The infrastructure is already there. It's not like the United States, where they have to develop the whole system and the regulations for the eVTOL. Currently, eVTOLs flying in the United States are flying under special experimental license. This aircraft can fly commercially as long as they finish their certification, their type certification, and they pass. This aircraft can fly as early as tomorrow. As soon as they finish their certification and they tick all the boxes, this aircraft can fly globally as soon as tomorrow. Why? Because the CAA and the European Union standard is the highest safety standard in the world. And it's transferable and it's accepted all around the world. So as I already said, the CAA and EASA certification ecosystem is already established. And I know this because I talked to CAA. I talked to them in one of the events I attended about couple of months ago in London. And I spoke to one of the senior directors in there. And he explained this very thing. He explained it to me, that the infrastructure is there, the regulations are there. It's just about Vertical Aerospace to tick all the boxes, pass the type certification, and then they can start flying. So there you go. And Vertical Aerospace are aiming the 10 to minus 9 power, or power of minus 9, 10 to power of 9, that's the right thing to say it, safety standard. This is the highest civil aerospace standard. Think of an Airbus aircraft. What does it mean, this weird funny number I couldn't pronounce? Well, this number means that in 10 billion flight hours, we are expecting in 1 billion flight hours, we are expecting one critical failure. This is how safe that is. And it doesn't mean the aircraft is allowed to crash in 1 billion hours of flight. No, that means one part can fail. This is how high this safety standard is. And that involves aircraft maintenance. That involves the part structural side as well. That involves the design of the aircraft, the operations, you name it. So just to put this into perspective. And let me just quickly show you this. I will get back to Michael and I will explain quickly about the aircract.
The distance, and you hear the Robinson helicopter over this aircraft. So we can have a normal conversation while this thing is taking off. And the fun fact is, in cruise, it's about the noise of a domestic dishwasher.
There you go. How loud is your domestic dishwasher? And see, this is the content we are bringing you on our channel. So if you like this content, don't forget, where's my button? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. We are bringing you Vertical Aerospace exclusively. And I'm now coming to the big reveal. Vertical Aerospace are revealing their aircraft. You can actually see the configuration here. I've got it on one of my slides. So this is the London taxi configuration. 2 passengers sitting two rows of seats sitting front to front. If you think of the London taxi cab, that's it. At the front, you can see the pilot and the observer seat as well. That's one configuration. And at the very right next to me, that's the luggage. That is all the luggage this aircraft can take. That's not it. We can also fit in 6 passengers and their luggage as well. Vertical Aerospace are revealing their aircraft. Where is my slide? I want to show you this very slide. Let's have a look at this. I will fish out that slide I was going to show you. Vertical Aerospace, there we go, are revealing their aircraft next Wednesday. We will be there. We got invitation from Vertical Aerospace as official media. So I will be there on the ground with BBC, CNBC, whoever comes in. I will be there for you. I'll bring you this exclusive content. I will show the aircraft. You will see it firsthand. Not sure I can do a live show from the place, but I will definitely bring you fully edited video, and I will bring you as many insights and as many details as I can. However, this is not only behind the closed door event. This event, Vertical Aerospace, are very bullish and very confident on their performance. They are very confident on their company and their business path, their business strategy, Flight Path 2030. And they want to share this with the public as well. They want to share this with the public and with their investors. And this is invitation for you. If you are based in London, or if you are based in the UK, or if you can travel to the UK, and you want to see the aircraft, 10th of December, 10 o'clock, local time, I will be on the ground with Sensei in London, Canary Wharf, the Pelican adjacent to Canary Wharf. Reach out to me if you want to meet up with me and Sensei, and we can have a look together. So it'll be the first UK event where we can meet on the ground with Lucas 8. So this is my invitation to you. And then obviously, in the afternoon, I will be there with the investors, with the partners, with the directors, with the press as well. So in the following few days, you will see this exclusive content. But why I'm talking about this? Well, to blow my own trumpet. but not for that. This will be massive milestone for the company. We have some pictures as well. We have some sneak peek. We have some preview. This is the back of the aircraft. We have some details as well. This strikes me as a sports car. And then we have some interior details as well. They are not revealing much. They are keeping us suspended. But this is the biggest milestone together with the Phase 4 test flight. With a fully transitional flight. This is the biggest milestone the company has been through and has achieved. This is the certification version of the aircraft. That means it's the final version of the aircraft. So this will be their final product. They are unveiling next Wednesday. And this could be massive catalyst for the stock. As well as the fully transitional flight, which you can see here. Let me give you the video again. As well as the fully transitional flight here, which will be the next massive catalyst for the company. Yes, the biggest hurdle is the financial side. I have no doubt Vertical Aerospace haven't slipped so far. They have very firmly set business strategy. It's called Flight Path 2030, and they have actually improved. They have actually improved on it by 1 year. They will be profitable as early as they'll be cash neutral as early as 2029. Yes, it's 3 years away. Well, is it? Think of it. The company will start generating revenue before that. The company will achieve full type certification. The company will be showing the hybrid powertrain. The company will be locking in institutional partners. The company will be locking in more customers. Their order book will be growing, and the company will be reaching out into the defense sector as well. Think of it. Think of it. This is not financial advice again, but you know very well. You've been following Vertical Aerospace with us along the way for a very long time. We have dedicated maybe hundreds of hours to Vertical Aerospace on this channel. And those who invested, I wish you a bit more patience and I wish you good luck. If you have any questions, I'll be live again tomorrow. High energy, Surf Air Mobility. I told you before the stream, Surf Air Mobility have great potential. They will be operating aircraft like Vertical Aerospace's VX4. They might be operating Joby's S4. They might be operating Archer's Midnight. They might be operating more. They are developing their own operational system. So hopefully that will do you. They're developing their own operational system. They'll be used by other operators. Hopefully that will do you for a quick answer, and tomorrow I will talk about it more in depth. I wanted to focus this event only on Vertical Aerospace. So, Wednesday, 10 o'clock, Canary Wharf. I want to see you there with Sensei. You can meet up with me. You can see the aircraft in flesh. You can see how amazing this aircraft is. I got a chance to see this aircraft in the Royal International Air Tattoo. As you could see in that interview, which we brought you, where are we? Let me just show you the interview again. And I could bring you exclusive content from Vertical Aerospace. There we go. This is the very aircraft. I got private tour by Michael about the aircraft. I learned so much about the aircraft that the next day I could sit into the aircraft and I could fly it back home. I couldn't physically, but look at this. You have sneak peek into the cockpit. This is the very interview we brought you. So next Wednesday, you can see this aircraft in the flesh. Not this one. You can see the proper one. I'll be there. Sensei will be there. And I will see you there. If you can't make it there, just stand by, subscribe, like this content, follow me on X. The handle is at EVTL Hub. Here. Follow me on X because I'll be sending some pictures and my first impressions there. That's it from me. If you are Vertical Aerospace investors, congratulations. If you are considering, this is not financial advice, do your own due diligence. I can be biased, I can be wrong, as well as any other YouTube channel, as well as any other source of information. This is a startup company. They are not generating any revenue. Yet, they have not achieved their type certification. They can fail, as well as they can succeed. But think of electric vehicles. Think of Tesla 10 years ago. Nobody believed in Tesla. Only few geeks and smart investors. Well, if you do your own due diligence, you have great opportunity, because these aircraft, not this in particular, but the other manufacturers, will be flying passengers as early as first and second quarter of next year. So we are literally few months away from the future of the urban transport. The future is here, and you still have the early door to enter, because the biggest catalyst will be 2028 Los Angeles Summer Olympic Games. Archer Aviation are the official partner. Joby Aviation will more than likely be part of the event as well. And once the whole world, last Olympics had like 3.5 billion people watching worldwide. Once 3.5 billion people watches flying taxis taking off on the telly during the LA Olympics, how many will they want to invest in these companies? So you are here, early doors. Do your own due diligence. Follow us for more exclusive content. We are covering not only Vertical Aerospace, but all these flying taxis and EVTOLs daily. That's it from me. I'm very happy. I've been making very good gains. Hope those who have been following me, you have been making gains as well. That's it from me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow before Martyn, unless we have any more events, like today, Donald Trump. I'll see you before Martyn's show, and we can talk about this tomorrow. And as I say, the only way is up. I'll see you next Wednesday. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other.